Because I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to do nothing if it's not adding value to me, if it's not benefiting me in a positive way. Like, alright, well, today makes day 1 of my week in the life of a nursing student. I'm just making my morning coffee, getting ready to start my day. That coffee cream is not the best, but I'm just using what I have. Okay, well, I don't know if it's just me, but I really, really hate recording in front of people. It makes me feel uncomfortable, especially when I'm talking. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all about my first day, and I'm so excited. Everything is going so good. The teachers are amazing. The vibe is definitely there, and I can definitely see that they want to help. Like, if y'all know Nurse Blake, they even had Nurse Blake send us a little special shout out because he's real popular on social media. But yeah, so far everything is so good. I'm on my lunch break. They gave us like an hour and a half. Yeah, so now I ate my healthy lunch. I'm fixing to go back and do some more orientation. Yeah, so I just had to tap in and let y'all know what was going on. Look at my cute little badge reel. Yeah, the lighting isn't really that good walking this way, and it is hot in Texas, and I got this coat on because it's cold in the class, but pretty much I'm happy to be here. I'm so glad the Lord is taking me on this journey that I didn't know I needed. So yes, stay tuned because the best is yet to come. I have definitely fell in love with my crock pot. I put this meat on before I went to school. Beef tips with rice. It was so good and tender. Okay, so hey everyone. So this is going to be a recap from my first day of nursing school. My first day. So I forgot to do an introduction this morning. So pretty much the previous clips are going to be from my first day of nursing school. So I'm gonna just go over a little bit about what we did today and what you can expect on your first day. So your first day is pretty much just like orientation all over again. So you meet all the rest of the instructors. They go more over policies and procedures and things that you need to know. They introduce you to the classes and the type of stuff that you're going to talk about. We finally have our schedule, which is subject to change, and they let you know that. So here's my planner that I have. So if you don't have a planner, you need to get one, and you need to, whatever keeps you organized, because we got so much work. I'm making a video. Really? It's my boyfriend. So anyway, so yeah, my first day, and here's a lot. I like to know ahead of time when my exams are, so that way I can have time to study. So fundamentals is like your foundation for nursing is what they call it, because pretty much this is the basics, and then everything else you just build on it. So also what I got today is my skills supplies. So I have a checklist of things that I have to get checked off. So here's my checklist. So I'm gonna just go through this, and I should have all of this stuff in there. So I'm gonna just open it so that way. between now and September 8th, we have 2 lecture days. So I'm going to start studying for that probably tomorrow. So, but that is it for day 1. I will talk to y'all later. Good morning. BJ, say good morning.
Good morning.
So this is day 2, and I am taking my son to school, and after I drop him off at school, I'm going to take myself to school. So this is my second day. The first day went really good, dealing with these annoying drivers. You know, just got to protect my peace because, baby, I'll be ready to go off. I don't have time. But, I mean, what can a car do? All they're going to do is get you mad and then keep driving. Where be at the school, BJ? Put your phone up and put it in your backpack. And, you know, trying to enjoy this beautiful morning. I believe it's Wednesday, this Wednesday morning. And some car had the audacity to blow their horn at me and to roll their window down and tell me that this is a one-way. And I'm like, first of all, baby, yeah, I might be a lot of things, but baby, I am not her. I am not the one to play with. Like, please do not play with me because I done prayed myself. So anyway, yeah, so I'm dropping him off, and for some reason, the street that his school is on, they make it a one-way during school hours. And I think that's about the craziest thing to me because, first of all, I'm new to the area and I only know one way to get to the school, and that's the way the GPS takes me. You think I give a damn about the school hour one way? Like, the school is on this street. Like, I need to drop my kid off. I'm not fixing to be driving all the way around town just to try to get on the right side of the street. So anyway, so I'm turning and I'm just minding my business. I'm early, I'm on time, and I'm blessed and thankful for that. Yeah, so he gonna have the nerve to roll his window down and tell me, you on the wrong side of the street. But you know what? I'm a child of God and I am a changed person, honey. So you know what I did? I didn't even say nothing. I just kept on driving because at the end of the day, that's all you're going to do. I'm not finna get upset because you just going to keep driving and going about your day. So it's no need in me getting upset because I tend to get real upset, like with road rage, like when cars is blowing at me or trying to cut me off, or like in the city, like they have it bad to like not want to let you get over and stuff. So I tend to get real angry, but I've been really working on that because, I mean, it's just like a little, I'm getting fat, temporary situation that don't even matter. So yeah, so I just let it roll off the shoulders. And another thing too, like especially my ladies, y'all be careful out here because this road rage is getting so bad. Like especially in the big cities, I hear stories all the time about people getting shot up on the highway and stuff for road rage, like saying the wrong thing to somebody or even cutting somebody off, being a bad driver yourself. So just be careful. You just never know. Like, you know, it is. Let me make sure I'm not speeding, child, because I do not need a ticket. But yeah, that's one of my things that I've been talking to my son about. My son is 9. So, and yes, all things are possible. I was pregnant in high school. I was that young mom, but I'm still educated and I'm still continuing my education, and I'll provide a way for my son, and I don't have to, you know, live on the government. But anyway, yeah, I was just telling him, like, you know, always to pay attention and watch your surroundings because you just never know who might be watching you, and you never know what somebody's intentions are. So I teach my son to treat everybody as if they want to murder him. Like, don't trust nobody. Don't tell nobody too much information about you. Don't let nobody follow you and act like they want to, that they just walk, you know, trying to protect. None of that. Like, we're not dealing with none of that because my baby ain't finna be on one of these TV shows. Yeah, I'm not finna have. Well, I decided to not wear makeup today. I just did my eyebrows. I think I talked about that in the car. But anyways, I'm on a little break and I forgot my jacket. So I just wanted to come sit outside and try to get warm. I'm sitting in the shade. I'm actually fixing to get in the sun to just get my blood going. But anyway, so we're on a long break right now because they decided that they wanted to do our random drug test. And it was so random. Like, I'm used to them, you know, coming in and giving us the paper and we go to the place. But nope, we did it like right there, right then and there. They had us, I'm breaking out. They had us sign a paper and fill out this lab sheet form. And then next thing I know, we was all lined up doing a drug test. So yeah, I always expect the unexpected. So I just stepped outside. Like I said, I forgot my jacket to get warm. I'm about to walk back in and see if we're getting started.
Any chopsticks? No.
Tell me how it tastes. Take the first bite. Is it hot? You gotta blow it, crazy.
Hot but good.
Oh, and now we came for dinner and we're eating some Thai food. And it's so good. I came here before.
Hello.
So let's take a look at my food. Okay, go sit down. You're doing too much. It's so good. So good and so fresh.
I have to blow down. My fork is so
Like
fresh.
so fresh. They
My
just
fork
cooked it.
is hot.
Ooh, I'm making a mess. My son said it's so fresh that his fork is hot. I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce right here.
Hello world. I love you.
Hey, what's up, babe? So I know I'm looking kind of crazy. I just got home and got settled in. We ate, took showers. I did a little workout. So now I'm ready to wind down. So today was day 2. My days is all mixed up. I didn't start school on Monday, so it's just kind of throwing me for a loop. So today is day 2 and it's going amazing. I'm still happy and everything is just like a dream. Like, everything is just flowing so good. The teachers are still nice and understanding. They're there to work with you and they want to help you. So this is a totally different environment than what I'm used to, and I'm just loving it. So anyway, today was our first lecture. We just lectured over like plan of cares. We learned about the nursing process, a nursing diagnosis. What else do we talk about? That was mostly it. Communication, like therapeutic communication, critical thinking. Critical thinking and therapeutic communication is like pretty much the number one thing that you do as a nurse. Like, you have to know how to talk to people, you have to know how to think like a nurse. I mean, it's just that simple. So critical thinking, you got to be on the ball all the time. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be able to think in a stressful time and make the best decision for your patient. So they also did a random drug test. I talked about that earlier, and that threw me for a loop. Like, I was definitely not expecting that. It took like 2 hours just to do everybody. It was a hot mess, honey, let me tell you. So anyway, so I just made me some coffee. I'm finally about to wind down. My son just laid down, and I'm ready for him to turn his TV off so I can just focus on my studies, because it's like, it just helps me focus better whenever, you know, the mood is right. And so for me, the best time for me to do homework and study is when my son is in bed, because it's peaceful, it's quiet. So I'm gonna just go over and show y'all exactly what we did today, and a little bit of what to expect in your first semester. So this is just like a little note that they sent us, letting us know what we need to bring tomorrow and the rules. So tomorrow they're going to be doing an orientation in the computer lab. I'm just covering up my instructor's name for confidentiality. You know, I don't want to, you know, put anybody. So here's just an example on a nursing school PowerPoint. This is very vague, and this is just basic stuff. So like chapter 19, implementation of nursing care, instructions, direct care versus indirect care. So it teaches you about the different types of care. Yeah, and this slide is about 19 slides. Yeah, so all the teachers make their own slides, and then she has some little questions on there. So I thought that was cool. And then let me see, I'm gonna try to show my calendar. Here's just a glimpse of the calendar. You see all of this stuff that is marked, and those are all the days like that we have class on. So see, I mean, it's just busy. These clinicals as assigned, you won't have clinicals on every single day, but it's just there because we don't have our clinical schedule yet because of COVID. So they pretty much give you a schedule for the whole semester. You have something to do all the time, like I was saying. And, you know, I'm just blessed and thankful that I don't have to go to school every single day. So that allows me to work and spend time with my family. So for August, these are the things. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that out of there. These are just some things, like this is a group project we have due September 5th. So I just wrote like a lot of little things that I needed to know at a glance. And then I'm slowly trying to fill my calendar out with important dates. I mostly like to do test dates and assignments. I love this planner because it leaves me little positive quotes. I'm all about being positive and inspiring others. So life is all about inspiring where you can. Follow your bliss. I mean, it's just cute. The best is yet to come. Let the good times roll. So you get it. All right, so that's going to be the wrap up for day 2 on my week in the life of a nursing student. So just stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos and watch my videos to the end. You know, that algorithm is out there, and I'm just trying to be seen. Show me some YouTube love. So anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm fixing to get some studying done tonight. I'm not really just diving in like how I know how to do. I'm just gonna read. I'm pretty much just gonna read. and that's it, because this stuff is easy. I know it. But I just want to make sure I'm good. But good night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Alright, so today is day 3. I'm about to get dressed, and I am tired. Which is not out of the norm for me. I'm always very tired, but today I'm more tired because I fell asleep. I fell asleep yesterday at the wrong time per usual, and so I had woke up at like, I guess about maybe 1:30 or 2, and I had studied a little bit, and then I completed an assignment. So yeah, so I didn't end up going back to sleep until like almost like 3 or so. So I'm definitely paying for it right now, but I'm getting ready to get my day started, so I will be back. Well, it's day 3, and I'm hella frustrated because I'm running late. I'm fucking running late. Typical me. I'm always late, but I really thought I was doing better. So anyway, I'm running late because I had trouble creating an account, this little online system that they want us to use for our test, and I couldn't get in. So I'm like, struggling, trying to log in and whatnot. And so before I knew it, like, it was time for me to leave. I'm like, dang, I'm late. Like, I'm rushing out the door. Then the road is still blocked off on the highway. And so then my friend from class just texted me telling me that they want us to have earphones. So I don't have any earphones. I was like, well, I mean, clearly they don't really expect us to go buy a pair of earphones, but they expected us to go buy a pair of earphones. Like, how do you even know I have money? Like, I am a college student, you know what I mean? So that was very inconvenient. So she was gonna go to the bookstore to look and see if they had any. Okay, where the hell? Okay, yeah, so anyway, they want us to go buy earphones. My friend called me and was telling me, oh, well, do you have earphones? Because we got to have earphones. I'm like, no, I brought my AirPods, because that was the closest thing that I had. And my boyfriend had these, like, Bluetooth earphones that go over your head. But, I mean, them wasn't going to work either. So I'm like, I'll just bring my AirPods. So yeah, so anyway, my morning is really just not even going good. Like, I'm so annoyed, so frustrated, the whole 9. Now I gotta try to fight to find a parking space and all that, run in here, find the room, but I'm just not gonna let the devil take over my day. I'm still blessed to be here, but I'm frustrated. Hella frustrated. So frustrated.
It's not my fault. It's the COVID testing. Yep. What else? What city are you from? From Waxahachie. Yep.
So there's this neighborhood right by my house and my son's school. I just dropped my son off, and these houses are just so pretty. That's like one of my biggest goals, like especially this one right here on the corner. Like, look at that. One of my biggest goals is to be there, but like, when I think black people, I don't want to only stereotype them like, oh, they ain't got nothing, they this, and they hustling, they in the streets, they thugs. Like, every black person is not like that. And so now that I get the opportunity to live in the city, there's so many black people out here that own businesses, that's doctors and lawyers, and that's $1 million people, and they actually have things going, and they actually have things to lose. And so I actually really appreciate that, because growing up in West Texas, you just get so brainwashed and conditioned to think that because somebody's skin tone is dark that they don't have anything, that they live in the ghetto, or that they, you know, sell drugs or something, you know, but that's not always the case. And so I'm grateful to have an opportunity for my son to grow up in an environment like this, to where he's able to see, like, you know, people of his own skin color at school with him, and that's not the kids that's bad and in trouble all the time. Like, so this is a really big thing for me. Like, mostly all the staff at his school is African American, and like I said, I'm not racist at all. Like, I have friends of all colors and I love everybody, but it's just a little bit different for us. But anyway, I might actually cut that out of my video because I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way, but it's definitely not easy out here. Alright, so it is 5 in the morning and I am on my way to work, and today is Saturday. I believe it's Saturday the 29th or the 28th, but don't quote me. So yeah, so I have to work today, and I'm actually thinking this might be the last day for my week in the life vlog. Sometimes, like, in the usually in the mornings, like whenever school is going, the police is really bad. But like in Dallas, whenever you're going through like a lot of those little smaller towns, you definitely want to be careful because the police are bad. I am a dialysis technician. It's basically a patient care technician, but I work in dialysis, and I have my license to be, so my license states that I'm a certified clinical hemodialysis technician. So basically, I have a video on my YouTube that I will link, a day in the life of a patient care technician, and it just kind of shows you everything that we do in a day. So our patients come in, the first one usually come in at like 5, and they get started at 5:30, and then just from there the treatments are 4 hours. Those of you who don't know who dialysis is patients who are in kidney failure, and so they cannot urinate, most of them, so their kidneys are not working to filter their blood. So pretty much that's what we do for them. We stick them, cannulate them with needles in their arms. If one of the needles pull the blood out of their body, the other one returns the blood back to their body. So after the blood has been filtered through our machine and equipment that we use, it'll return the blood back to the patient, and it takes them about usually 4 hours, anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. It just depends on their doctor's orders. Each patient's scenario is different, but typically you can expect it to be about 4 hours. That's average. So the clinic that I'm working at today is actually the COVID clinic. So now that I'm in nursing school, my manager is going to have me work in the COVID unit. So just pray for me, because COVID is definitely real, unfortunately. So I'm just praying that, I'll make sure I don't pass my street. I'm just praying that I don't get COVID, because I did get COVID, I guess a year or two ago when COVID first came out. Me and my son had got it, and then, I lost my grandma to COVID too. So I'm definitely just praying, health and prosperity on me and my family and really everybody. So just stay safe out there. But, of course, you get incentives for working COVID. So if you're not one of those people like myself that's not scared to work COVID, I definitely would recommend it because they are paying like almost double in some places for people who is willing to work COVID. So, yeah, so I'm a dialysis technician. And I'm actually a floater, which means I just float around everywhere. The farthest I can go is like about 35 miles. Anyway, I just got out to drop something off in the mailbox that I needed to mail off today. And as soon as I stepped outside of my car, I guess a spider web was just flying around. So I'm all going crazy, slapping all on myself, because that's like my biggest fear is to have a spider just on me, biting me, and I don't even know. I used to be so terrified of spiders as a kid, but I'm finally like, it's not too much of nothing that scared me. But anyway, like I was saying, if you're not scared to wear COVID, definitely recommend it. What is this coming up on me? I definitely do recommend it. But, just protect yourself. And even like now, I know a lot of places are not requiring people to wear masks, but I definitely just say wear your mask, wash your hands, don't share food and drinks. Y'all not crazy. Y'all are not crazy, but yeah, just protect yourself and others, because people are still dying out here from COVID. But yeah, so that's what I'm about to do right now. So it's about a 45-minute drive to where I'm going. Yeah, so I gotta hurry up. Actually, I might turn right here to get to the highway. So I always like to start my day off with a prayer. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do once I stop recording. I didn't record myself at home because it's just the same thing, and I don't want to show y'all the same thing every day. I just got up. I'm always usually waking up at the last minute, so I gotta jump up, get myself cleaned up. And there's somebody walking. Oh, I guess they walking for exercise, but that's just the craziest thing. People just be doing stuff, I tell you, because I couldn't even see him. Got on a black outfit, some black shorts, and a black shirt. Like, you just want to get ran over. It's so dark out here. Let me slow down, too, because they love to give tickets, and I love the speed. Looks like somebody up here. Oh, it's not a police. Anyway, the speed limit is like 35, and I'm like, that's just terrible for me. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna, say my daily prayer, because I definitely feel like I need to start getting closer to the Lord. And tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm gonna try to get up early and listen to church online, and pray real nice and good. I actually might even try to read some scriptures to get my day started. But just don't forget about the Lord, because we are all so blessed to just be here and be alive. And like, if you didn't learn nothing else from COVID, I don't know what the heck. I definitely do need to say my prayers, because it's just too much going on this morning. But yeah, if you didn't learn nothing else from COVID, what I learned from COVID, and everybody should have learned this, is just don't take nothing for granted. Like, every day is just such a blessing, just to be alive and be healthy. When COVID first happened, the whole world was pretty much shut down. That was definitely very depressing. So just think about how our freedom was just took away from us for that period of time. And a lot of people had to lose their jobs because the establishments they worked at was forced to shut down. And think those small business owners who was forced to close their small business that probably couldn't even afford to close their small business. Like, yeah, so I'm blessed that I worked in healthcare and that I was able to have a job, but I also caught COVID going to work. And like literally everybody at my job got COVID. Like it's like we all took turns. One person got it, the next person got it. We were so short staffed. Like I'm telling you, it was rough. So I just definitely learned that everything is a blessing. Everybody that loves you is a blessing. Because like I said, I lost my grandma. I never expected her to go like that, you know. Of course, you know, we all have a day, so always live your life to the fullest, but I definitely wasn't expecting COVID to take her out because, like I said, I had it, my son had it, like, you know, and we were just fine. Like, thankfully, we had mild symptoms. My son actually had it really bad, but he had it before COVID was even a thing. I think it had been around for a long time. But, yeah, anyway, so, yeah, just don't take nothing or nobody for granted. Don't take life for granted. Like, you know, if you want to start a business, start that business. You know, if you holding a grudge against somebody, forgive them and let it go. If you want to go to nursing school, go to nursing school. Like, just do whatever it is that makes you happy. Like, if you in a bad relationship and you staying in it to save your image, get the fuck out of that relationship. Forgive me for cussing, but I mean, you get the point. Just don't do nothing that drains you. Anything that we do, just make sure it adds value to you. Because I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to do nothing if it's not adding value to me, if it's not benefiting me in a positive way. Like, I definitely don't want to do it. And I'm definitely trying to become an entrepreneur by the time 2020, that whatever year is coming up, 2022, yeah. By the time 2022 come up, I better have my whole business plan and I better be ready to execute it, because definitely being your own boss is really the way to go. I mean, that's one of the quickest ways to get to wealth is having several streams of income, and working for somebody else and making them more rich is definitely not the wave. But also, everybody is not meant to be a boss. Like, it's just not in everybody. Like, one of the things that I enjoy about having a 9-to-5 job is that I don't have to worry about healthcare. I just, you know, pay for it through my provider. My provider pays for part of it and I pay the other part. Or you don't have to have those stressors about staffing a facility, or you don't have to worry about rules and regulations to keep your establishment open. All you worry about is yourself, unless you're like in management or something. And then payroll, you ain't got to worry about all that because the company does all of that for you. So, but yeah, like, I mean, it's good and bad for both, but just find what works for you. But I definitely do recommend, if you are working for a 9-to-5, a company, corporation, just make sure you're passionate about what you do. Show up every day and always be the hardest worker in the room. If you don't take nothing else from this video, remember that. Always be the hardest worker. Always show up for yourself. Even if you hate what you're doing, learn something from it. Take those skills that you learned from that big corporation and take it and apply it in your everyday life to improve in areas. Because that's exactly what I'm finna do. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to always show up. I'm going to always work hard. I'm going to always pick up extra hours whenever I can, because, you know, whenever you are a reliable, dependable worker, and you build relationships with people, that's another way to get ahead in life, is building relationships with people that are in high positions, or they might not even be in a high position, they just might know somebody else. So I guess that's called networking. So whenever you know somebody that knows somebody that can plug you in, now you're winning. So I always remember that. But alright, I will get back on here later. I'll probably show a few clips of me walking in my job, but of course, because HIPAA, I can't really show much. And I'm not opening today, so there might be patients there whenever I get to work. So, but I'll just show y'all as much as I can. But everybody be blessed. Enjoy your day. Don't let nobody bring you down. Okay, so I'm here and I will try to show y'all as much as I can, but like I said, it probably won't be much. I'm about to go set up my machines and I cannot believe how many COVID patients we have. Like, we first only had 2 and now we have like I guess about 50. So y'all just be safe. Talk to y'all later. Well, I am hot and sweaty. It has been a very hectic and crazy day, and my skin is breaking out. So right now I am doing what's called a water test. So every 4 hours we have to come back here and check for chlorine. Well, I guess my hair kind of explains how my day went. So I actually was so damn busy today. I didn't even have time to get on here and talk about anything. But it was a crazy day. Let me just start there. So I got to work, clocked in probably at exactly 5:48. And as soon as I clocked in, I went, put my lunch up, went out to the area, and it just went down. Like, it started off real good and peaceful. Like, I was able to get my morning people on time. So I put my morning patients on, and then next thing I know, like, once everybody was getting done with their treatment, like, it was crazy. Like, literally everybody that was working today, like, we all was like really busting our butts trying to get everybody on time and off on time. And we had a patient that was having tremors of some sort, almost like he was having like a light seizure, and we had to call the ambulance, but he refused to go to the ER. So if they refuse to go to ER, they have to sign AMA. So it is now 7. I clocked out at like 6:50 p.m. I worked exactly like 12 and a half hours or something like that. So actually I might have clocked out later, because I think I had like 12 hours and maybe 40 minutes. So I mean, that's not bad, 12 hours. So I wish it could have been longer, because today was the only day that I worked since I started school. But next week, hopefully it'll just kind of even. I just can't wait to get home and get in the shower and get comfortable and relax. Like, today is Saturday, August the 28th. This month has flown by. So take advantage of every minute that you get, because time is just slipping right past us. So I will get back on here when I'm getting home, because the traffic is just so bad in Dallas and I don't want to have a wreck. All right. Okay, well, hey there. So today is Sunday, and I'm just getting ready to start my day. So actually yesterday, Saturday, I was so exhausted after work. I just didn't even want to film, and so I ended up just having me a little mixed drink and dinner, and I just took my shower and I relaxed. Just got a notification about my work email. Like, life is getting very hectic. But anyway, so pretty much I'm gonna just go ahead and sum up my video for the first week of nursing school. It was very easy and simple. I only had to go to campus for 3 days, and then I worked 1 day. So Saturday was my only day that I worked, and I did have a kind of longer shift. School is going really good so far. I've already started on working on my assignments, and today I'm going to work on more assignments, and I'm just going to, clean up around the house and do house stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this video here just to keep it from being too lengthy. So you guys just comment, like. All right, y'all have a good day.